Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a podcast. But here's a new series. It's our new series, Injury Report. Do these injuries matter for these playoff teams? The first team, as you can see, is the Browns with their best running back out, Dalvin Cook, aka now named Dalvin Glassknees because it's his second time getting injured. As you can see, we are in week 15, and he's got 3 weeks. So the last 3 games of the regular season, he will be out. Does this matter? Uh,
Um,
uh, do you think this matters?
you can't say no. This really matters because with Dalvin Glassknees in, he's been a much better player on the ground, which balances his offense out. And with him out, Crowell has just not been able to get the job done to what he would like. And with 3 games left on the season and he's out 3 more games, I mean, unless he's got a good trainer so he can come back early, this injury is gonna slow down their offense. I gotta say it.
I have to agree because it does. Because viewing the player card real quick, 92 speed, 91 excel, 99 carrying, 91 ball carrying, 83 trucking, 85 spin, and 87 juke move. It's his best running back, and Isaiah Crowell just can't fill that spot being as slow as he is. And we keep going. The next team is actually the Chiefs, where he has DeAnthony Thomas, which I don't know if this is. He's probably not his starter. Tyreek Hill and Hale Gatit, wide receiver, 78 overall. And do you think any of these injuries really matter for the last 3 games?
Um, I
Because
think that they'll looking at no, I think no specific player matters too much, with the exception of Tyreek Hill. But I think having 2 receivers out hurts, so that'll slow things down a little bit. But I mean, he's still got Kelsey, who he can really feed the ball to. So I don't think these injuries are going to affect his team much, but they will affect him a little bit.
I agree, but he's been playing well without Tyreek Hill. He's been playing really well, but I guess when Tyreek Hill comes back, he's going to play phenomenally with the last 2 weeks of the season. Hopefully, clinching what his division with it. Next, the Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton and Desmond Lewis. Desmond Lewis really probably doesn't matter looking at his player card. He's just an average wide receiver, but T.Y. Hilton's out, and his game this week, 49ers versus him, and his best wide receiver is out. I think this really matters for him.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think especially this last game playing against the Giants, it hurt not having him in there because he wasn't able to do much on offense. But he looks like he's only out 2 more weeks, and I believe the Giants and the Cowboys play again in week 17, if I'm correct. But if he's back for that game, it'll be big for the Cowboys.
Yeah. Next, the Falcons, who still has a chance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that big of an injury. It's Carlos Thompson, 63 overall. I don't think it's that big of a deal for him to lose him.
No, I agree with you.
49ers, though, have no players. So they're coming in against the Cowboys with no injuries on their team. A full healthy team. So I think the Cowboys have a real chance of losing this game. Giants also no players. So they're healthy. They're going into all their games without a problem. You have no one, so you have a big chance. Jets. Cornerback 76 overall, out 2 weeks. Do you think that matters because he's got good speed and stuff? Not the greatest zone or man coverages, but the rest, play rec, press, and everything else he's got. 91 jumping. Do you think that really matters for his next 2 games that he has?
I think actually looking at some of his stats, he's actually gotten an interception in each of the last 4 games that he's played in.
So,
So, I don't think that it's too big of a deal, but I think it does have an impact on the defense.
Hopefully he can still come out and play very well without him. Who's next? The Panthers. Uh, his quarterback he was using to try to win Rookie of the Year, I think, but he's been playing well. He still has Cam Newton, so I don't think the next 2 weeks
Yeah.
really matter for him. He's undefeated still.
Yeah, I agree with you there. He did have a dual threat going at quarterback, but I mean, Cam Newton by himself is perfectly fine, good enough to get the job done.
Patriots though, ooh, Dion Lewis, Landon Roberts, and Andrew Gatcher all out. His running back out for 4 weeks, and two linebackers. One's a 3-4 pass rusher and one's a run stopper. Do you think these really matter? I think the running back hurts him a lot.
I'm gonna have to say no, these don't matter as much as you think they would, because he's been able to get the job done without these. I mean, obviously it does hurt not having a dual threat like Deion Lewis who can run and catch, but I mean, I really don't think it's gonna affect him much.
We will see. We will see, won't we? I guess. Yeah, the Raiders. That sucks for him. I think that's pulled him out of this, with Jameis Winston being out 12 weeks. The next one is me, which I think this week just got back my strong safety, and I haven't really needed him. Tony Jefferson's been playing well. He wasn't at the beginning of the season, but I guess benching him for another strong safety made him play better.
Yeah,
Redskins, no one else,
no,
so they're
yeah,
healthy too. If we had done this earlier, there were a lot of injuries.
yeah. And
Uh,
next playoff team on this list is the Seahawks, and
oof.
oh, yeah, we both know that that's a huge injury.
No kidding. His user linebacker Bobby Wagner out 4 weeks. But do you think this is
4 weeks,
gonna affect
so
him a lot?
I still think he makes the playoffs, but 4 weeks, so that means he's gonna miss the wild card week too, unless he's gonna play
Yeah.
injured. So that could do something for the playoffs because he's wild card week. He's gonna have to face a division winner, which could either be the 49ers or the Cowboys, or if someone comes back in that division. But
And
yeah,
looking just at his
it might
stats,
matter in that
it's
wild
kind of
card
hard.
game.
Yeah, just looking at his stats though, it's kind of hard to keep him out in the wild card weekend. That's gonna be a big week for him.
Yeah. So I mean, he'll probably end up playing him injured that game, because like you said, he's gonna need to play. But yeah, that could be a tough wild card game.
Next is the Steelers, who has Ladarius Green and Buda Baker out. I think this matters.
Mm,
Not much of Ladarius
yeah.
Green, even though Ladarius Green is a big threat with that 89 speed, 87 catching, 84 spec catch, and all his good stats. But Buda Baker, I think, hits him the hardest, having a strong safety out.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there with everything you said. Buda Baker, he blitzes a lot with the corners, so that means he needs everyone else to be playing good coverage. And having a guy like Buda Baker not out there is tough.
Uh, Next would be the Vikings, who have no one, so they're healthier and they're not missing anything. But I guess we could go back down to the Colts, who are trying to fight for the season with you. And Sam Bradford's out, and he's actually playing Colin Kaepernick. Do you think Sam Bradford's a big missing piece of that offense?
It's not too bad. He can get the job done with Kaepernick because Kaepernick can run and throw on the run. So if he's scrambling out of the pocket, you got to make a tough decision. So honestly, I think he might even be a little better with Kaepernick than Bradford. So I'm going to say the Bradford injury does not matter.
Yeah. All right, guys. We hope you did enjoy. This is a new thing we're gonna try to start with injuries. Right now, as you can tell, we're just doing the playoff teams because we're week 15, 3 games away from the the playoffs, and we're actually going to do this the next few weeks and even into the Super Bowl, just to tell y'all, are these teams gonna have a harder time? But as always, I am your host, Avengers. Alongside me is our other host, Lima.
Yeah, this was a new thing we decided to try out. So if you think this was a good idea, let us know.
Hit that like
Um,
button, that blue
yeah,
thumbs
as
up.
always. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching the videos, it would do a lot to us if you could subscribe. And thank you guys for tuning in on another Combo League podcast. And we will see you next time.